Yo, what's good? What's poppin'? Cam Newton here alongside Brandon Marshall. And it was only right that we come on Truth or Dab. Catch us in this week's episode. You need to say anything? You don't. One finger,
one pinky, one thumb,
one love.
Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Truth or Dab, the Hot One Special, where we give our guests two simple options: tell the truth or suffer the wrath of the last dab. In anticipation of the big game, we're very lucky to have a pair of football legends, Brandon Marshall and Cam Newton. They combined for over 350 career touchdowns during their playing days. Check out Cam Newton on YouTube for shows like 4th and 1, as well as Funky Fridays, wherever you get your podcasts. Likewise, Brandon Marshall's I Am Athlete available across platforms as well, and they've combined forces for the I Am Iconic live tour. But today, they join us in studio for a game of Truth or Dab. Brandon, Cam, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Are we combined for 350?
350. 352, he said.
352?
Yeah, it was actually like 352 or 353.
Here's the crazy part. I only account for like 80-something.
That's nothing to sneeze at for a receiver, Brandon.
I know,
and we had some good years in Chicago. I remember them well. And Brandon, we're going to start with you.
You just put your chapstick on first and you don't feel burning.
All right, Brandon Marshall, is someone who was once fined $15,000 for wearing orange cleats during your time with the Chicago Bears. I'm curious, when you look back on your career, what's the fine or suspension that you think was most unfair? And then can you give us another one where you're like, yeah, I might have had that one coming?
So it was lime green cleats, and lime green represents mental health awareness, but it was great. And they fined me. The fine that didn't make much sense was my last year in Denver. Josh McDaniels, baby boy wonder, comes in as the head coach, youngest head coach in the National Football League, maybe ever. He hit me for $75,000, conduct detrimental to the team, because I wouldn't sign this bullshit contract that he put in front of me.
Okay, real emotions coming out.
Some type of way.
$75,000, that's a big fine.
Basically what happened is I would sit in the back of the room with my hoodie on, and he didn't know I had photographic memory, so I wasn't learning his plays. He didn't know that. I would have my hands folded, have my
Similar
hoodie
to how
on.
you look right now.
Boom, just like this. And then I would go into the wide receiver room, and I would say, I got to go do number 2. And I would stay for 30, 40 minutes. So anyways, we go through this whole thing all off season. Then he comes to me, offering me this shit deal. And then I look at him and say, I'm not signing that. And then he says, okay, we're going to hit you for conduct detrimental to the team, and leaving the room, going to the bathroom for 30, 40 minutes. And that's how I got fined, because I was going to do number 2, allegedly.
Cam, on to you. Past or present, the most savage trash talker you ever played against, and bonus points if you can give us a story.
Okay. Julian Edelman.
Really? That's a surprising name.
We had played the Miami Dolphins my first game. This is my first kind of interaction with actually playing with Jules. Football is dominated by African Americans for the most part, especially at the skill position. But when we thought back at that time, New England was dominated by a bunch of white guys, and they were good, and they was talking shit. You see what I'm saying? So the guy says to Jules, hey, bro, you getting old? He's like, no, bro, I invite you to my house on my dime so you can see my shrine. Who the fuck are you anyway?
All right, on to wing number 2. Cam, we're going to stick with you. Complex recently lit up social media with their list of the 25 most entertaining personalities in sports media. I'm curious, of the top 4 ranked football personalities, can you tell me which one is most overrated and why?
Overrated?
Ryan Clark, Michael Irvin, Pat McAfee, Shannon Sharp.
I'm not going to answer that question because it's going to come off as if I'm hating.
Eat the wing.
And I think what Ryan Clark does.
That's not. No.
He's got to eat a wing. Yeah, that's right.
I got to eat a wing?
Yeah, you got to eat a wing.
Fuck that. Who's
That's
overrated?
a good question.
Who's overrated? Michael Irvin. Out of that list, it's Michael Irvin. I would say Shannon Sharp, Pat McAfee, Ryan Clark, there, Michael Irvin. I love Michael Irvin's kind of like that, but
in doses.
Yeah.
All right, fair. Cam, determined not to eat today. Respect it. Brandon, we're on to you. You once named Kyle Orton as the best quarterback that you played with during your career. I'm curious, does that still stand today? And follow-up, who was the worst?
Wow, I said that? I'm thinking.
It's a funny, yeah.
I love you, Kyle, but no. I was trying to get the contract and get that $75,000 back.
I swear. Golly, y'all should have put them doggone hot wings in front of his face then.
The best quarterback that I had in my career, I had 17 of them. I played 13 years in the NFL, 6 different teams. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like I could say there's Eli and Russell Wilson I also played with, but I didn't play with them long enough. Ryan Fitzpatrick was that guy. The worst quarterback that I played with. And listen,
Ryan
just
Fitzpatrick,
understand that there was just so much potential. And you know this, you're a Chicago guy. It was Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler should have won a Super Bowl. Jay Cutler had everything that it took to be, one of the most legendary quarterbacks. And so it's no disrespect to him, but I got to answer this question truthfully. And so I would say Jay Cutler because he didn't reach half of his potential.
Right, and you guys together, that was always the dream, but it was fun watching you guys.
Like that answer?
No. Fitzmagic, don't get me wrong, is fun to watch. But talented?
See, but as a receiver.
Smart.
See, as
But talented? Come on.
All right, on to round number 3. Determined not to eat the wings. I respect it because we were getting some great stories. And we'll go to you, Cam. Last April, you made a list of teams that you'd be willing to play for, remarking, there ain't 32 guys that's better than me. Looking at the current landscape of the league right now, which team do you think has the most poachable QB1 situation?
Shit. Which one couldn't I?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, Atlanta.
Walk right in. Riddler not doing it for you.
He didn't do it for them this year.
Truth or dab, are you coming back or not?
He didn't ask the question.
Brandon, it's hard to believe this, but in the 2006 NFL Draft, you were the 13th receiver taken, 12 receivers in front of you. I'm wondering if you can take us back to that day and give us 3 names that when you heard them called on draft day, you were like, I can't believe they got picked before me.
That's real messy.
No, it's not.
I mean, it is. Like, I see why this show's been on air for 9 years. Like,
no Lionel. But it's messy, though. Do you dig what I'm saying? I want to.
Listen, no, I can name a lot of these guys that was drafted before me. Santonio Holmes, to Chad Jackson, to Sonoris Moss. The reality is, if you combine almost all of their, it might be all of their stats, I eclipse all of them. So 1 to all.
Not with Santonio.
Do the math. Fact checker, Brendan from Iconic Saga.
No. Okay, I put a wing on that one. If you collectively, and when was you drafted? 97?
2006.
When you were drafted, I will put a wing on it right now if you collect all those people's yards and you still surpass all those people's yards.
All right, maybe the yards. Give me.
No.
All right, let's do it.
You said it.
All right, we'll come back to that. You gonna do that, and then we'll come back to it. So, although my career was, better than most of those guys before me or all those guys before me, in that moment, I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about myself and was like, yo, I believe I'm a second rounder, I'm a third rounder. I felt like it was a privilege to be in that position because we were a small school at the time. Okay. So the answer is none of those guys.
Well, then.
What? I got to eat a wing?
Yeah, you got to name 3 or you got to eat a wing, right, Cam?
That's how it works.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, boy. No, bro, I put my chapstick on.
You good? Flame.
You gotta eat the whole thing?
You don't have to. It's all about intended effect. So if you feel like that was
good punch.
Yeah. Oh, going back in.
So good, I'm hungry.
Respect it. Respect to it.
This is nothing.
Almost.
I seen Shaq on this show, Cardi B and all these people on the show, and they are out my mouth. Yeah, this ain't even hot.
There we go. Crushing it.
Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes they have a little bit of a time delay on them,
Nah, keep that same energy. Cardi B coming on the show. Shaq came on the show. Talking about, I'm hungry anyway. Don't want to finish the chicken, Brandon.
One more bite?
All the bites.
Respect. We are in the game now, and we are on to round number 4. Cam.
That's good. Y'all should sell these.
We do.
Oh,
It's a good suggestion.
yeah.
We're almost to the finish line. Cam, which SEC school has the most obnoxious fan base, and what makes them so insufferable?
Alabama, fuck 'em. Straight up. SEC, it goes like this. Alabama, to hell with them. Obviously, I went to Auburn. Georgia, shit, y'all had 1 or 2 good years, and then let's not remember that y'all was the most underachieving school with the most talent. LSU can get real dangerous in Death Valley. It's real football over there,
Yeah.
Brandon. You talking about UCF? Oh, man, let me tell you something. Boy, UCF.
We got as many championships as you do.
What happened?
I'm just thirsty.
Brandon, on to you.
Before we go on to me,
Sure.
fact checker.
Santonio Holmes, Jason Avant, and Greg Jennings.
What?
The 3 of them combined have more than me.
Another one! DJ Khaled! Another one. I want you to do 3, bro. 3.
Oh,
3.
shit,
Jason
boy.
Avant?
I forgot about
I played
Jason
with
Avant.
Jason Avant in
Yeah,
Carolina.
Jason was a real deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a bite of this one. Bruh, what is in this? Why is it taking so long to
I know,
kick in?
I get it. It's just, it plays mind games with you, you know, it leaves a false first impression. You think that you're on top of it. It comes back later. That's good. That's good. That's good. Jackie coming off.
Commit to the boy. It's hot in there, boy.
On to round number 5.
You gonna eat.
The 5th and final round. We'll try to make them off the assist. Kim, are you coming back?
But don't give us no diplomatic answer.
Listen, if there's an opportunity for me to come back, I will. There hasn't been an opportunity that I deemed was good enough for me to come back. I am a father of soon to be 8, loaded like a baked potato, bro. But nah, and I want more children. That is, like, I come from a big family, so
Yes or no?
I'm giving you premise of like.
No, I appreciate the context.
Just
Yes.
eat a wing, bro.
Yes.
So you are coming back.
I plan to come back, but it's not about me. It's not about me.
I've been asking for 4 months. You got this on your show.
It
Literally
had to
for
be the
4 months
threat
we've
of
been trying to
hot
get this.
sauce, you know?
Yeah.
All right, and last question for you guys, and you can work together on this one. 4 teams remain at the time of this taping, but only 2 will be left by the time it gets out. My question to you is this: of the Chiefs, Ravens, 49ers, and Lions, which remaining NFL team will definitely not win the Super Bowl this year, and why?
The easy answer is Detroit Lions, but like this team.
No.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Listen,
This is
let me
hard
tell you
as
something about
impossible.
sports. Let me tell you something about sports. We all love an underdog story. Who's more underdog than Detroit for years? We love a storyline. There's not a better storyline in sports than what the Detroit Lions and Dan Gamble has been able to do.
So the NFL scripted?
Not scripted, but it's like, it's up there though. What is the biggest storyline of the whole NFL this year? Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Why wouldn't the NFL want her in the... Come on, what are you...
It's scripted. If they go, that's right.
If it's Chiefs, Lions,
There's 200
that's a
million
script.
people watching Super Bowl Sunday.
I'm telling you.
That's good, Cam.
I just look this crazy. I'm not this crazy.
The predictions are in. Very much looking forward to revisiting this clip after the game. Brandon Marshall, Cam Newton,
good.
taking on Truth or Dab, living to tell the tale. Is there anything that you'd like to say to the people before we get you into a cold plunge?
No, I think that Cam should add these wings to Fellowship, his cigar lounge.
Oh, yeah.
They're good, but you got to taste it first to make sure.
They don't got no blue cheese, bro. I'm a blue cheese type of guy, man.
Come on, bro. Just take one bite
Ranch.
for the fun of it. Just a baby bite.
You got it?
Oh, they got the ranch?
Bring in the blue cheese.
Yes! 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 I love it.
Pick
You
one.
guys are so good. That one looked like it's fire. Yeah, ooh, yeah, bro. Yeah. It's good, bro.
Whoa, there we go.
They can't go in Fellowship?
Yeah.
And they vegan?
I know it's coming soon. I couldn't say it, but I really...
Yeah, no, that whatever you experiencing now, wait 5 minutes. They'll be over here drinking this milk and water.
You want a bucket? You can spit. Yeah. Get that.
Dang, I went too hard on Jay Cutler.
No, it's just